Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And there is a new president in the show. Mencken has won.
Yep.
President Mencken.
Overwhelmingly.
Decided in a back room, kind of.
By three dudes.
By
So
three
like,
people, yeah.
there is,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's gonna be, they said that there's gonna be court cases probably over the stuff that happened in Wisconsin, right? Milwaukee, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that they, the news pushed that it was this, and it's a reliable source and a lot of that kind of stuff. So we may see some pushback. We may see some discrediting of the news, possibly, of ATN. Or maybe not.
It just
Maybe
depends.
I don't know.
It's the Varys line from Game of Thrones. Power is where people think it is.
Sure. And what I've learned from like discrediting news sources is that it also just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can be a discredited news source and still just people believe it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the power of a story. And speaking of, let's get back into this one.
It is what it looks like.
Mencken will be the next president of the United States.
Fucking Connor, man.
Maybe Connor.
You know what? I wish he would have just stuck with it. He had his morals, and you know what he did? He sold them to the devil so he could get some. What did he get?
We don't know what he got yet. He doesn't know what he got yet.
And why are you singling him out? Everyone's done that.
Yeah, but he was the one not.
Everyone.
He was holding out. You know what I mean? He didn't. We didn't have.
You can't judge him more because he's done it less.
No, I was against him holding out because it was ridiculous. But then he held out for so long until he waited till the last second to sell his soul. Just hold out at that point. Did I see something weird that happened? I texted Melanie something. I think I texted her I love you. And then it said, hey, send her a selfie. And then I was like, oh, okay, what's this do? And it was a GIF.
Oh, that's nice.
So weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Like it opened up, it did a circle.
Yeah.
Huh.
And did that. It was weird. I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Did she reply back?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was she like, eh?
It's like, haha.
My father, Logan Roy, was a great man.
Oh yeah, funeral, right?
Born the
Yep.
middle child of three. He was sent away during the Second World War.
Oh, I thought he was talking about himself again. I was like, you're not the middle child, and there's Connor.
Applause all around. Come on, let her rip. We love you.
All right, we saw the practice, which means it's gonna go great, right?
Yeah.
That's how that works.
I think we're gonna head upstate today,
city.
and I'm really sorry, but that is.
Missed the funeral.
Yep.
Yep. And Logan Roy's funeral of ATN may be something they protest at.
Yeah.
I reckon you should get your bad numbers out, because it's just become an amazing day to be.
Yeah, right.
If you have a little dicky, maybe you don't go to the nudist beach.
Lucas,
Yeah?
A tsunami just came and washed everything away. No one is checking the decks. Seriously, I know this.
What a line.
Gonna block her car in.
Because he doesn't want her to go upstate.
Such a dick move.
I don't consider it safe.
You're too online.
They're boarding up windows. You just called Roma about being worried.
Ken,
Do not fuck with me today.
you need to stop. You need to stop.
Ken's such a little bitch.
Guys, I'm gonna go to court to get an emergency court order to stop you leaving the city. I'm gonna lie in front of your fucking car. Okay, you're gonna have to run me over if you wanna go.
You moved. That lasted for a second.
Well, if he did actually stand there, it would be probably like wrongful imprisonment.
Hello? Party time. There you are.
Damn.
What? Get out of one nice car to get in a bigger nice car with everybody?
Thing has 6 doors. He's like all the way in the back.
Rava's taking the kids out of the city. She's concerned.
They were already feeling heat before this.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Is it mine?
Yeah,
Really?
If I see you breastfeeding, I am gonna have to jerk off.
Jesus fucking Christ,
I
man.
mean that because it will be hot.
See how disgusting you are?
Do you love it?
No.
Should we bone again?
No.
Kid number
fuck
2?
off.
Guys, can we today?
Man, I hope there's a divider for the driver.
Yeah, right?
So they're saying that there's like a gathering or like a.
An angry mob.
Jesus.
Freaking Rava doesn't know what she's talking about.
Early next week,
Okay.
I want to speak with some family lawyers.
Custody. I want custody.
Oh my god.
Let's just meet with you.
Quitting.
Oh, yeah.
Is this about Mencken?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Well, I've been thinking about it for a while, so.
Mencken was just the last
Yeah.
straw.
You say I have ambitions past being someone's personal assistant.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, Jess, though. I mean, if you feel sorry about it.
He's
Such a weak
He's
person.
such a weak person, man. When he doesn't have complete control, he just complains.
It's very juvenile.
Yeah, point at her, man. That works.
This is why I didn't want to do this today.
And she knew that. She knows what he's like.
Yeah.
He has to wear kid gloves around him.
Nice timing, Jess. Lovely day to tell
You
me.
forced her!
Really thoughtful.
Ah.
I would quit there.
Yeah, never mind. Today's the day.
Right?
Deeply bullshit subscriber numbers all across.
So they did
South Asia.
release it.
Yeah.
But that's not,
You are in fact telling me now, right?
yeah, but it's not for you to engage. It's
Just to think about.
Just so you know.
Hard to follow.
All right, well, it's formally inventive. That's one of the things that we like most about it.
We liked. Oh, she wrote too, huh?
She's gonna leave us open to legal action.
A eulogy leaves you open for legal action? What are you saying?
Talking about things that he did or that the company took part in, maybe? I don't know.
Yummy. If you're weirded out by that, wait till I have sex with her on Dad's coffin.
He has
Just-
so many things. He's biking there.
He just deals with stress and discomfort with more discomfort on everyone else.
Yeah, it's how he soothes himself.
So many fucking money changers in the temple.
Nothing is sacred here, huh?
No.
Rounding up a posse. Oh. You're on Ewan watch, okay? He wanted to speak, but unfortunately there was no time.
She promised me a link up.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Nice trade.
He's not gonna follow through on that.
I'm missing.
Stockholm syndrome.
Just out with it?
Are you?
Oh,
And she just knew, huh?
she just knew.
She just saw it.
So sad.
Hi.
Daddy's here.
Oh.
Would you excuse me just one second?
She like pushes him away. Yeah, Madsen.
If I offer him an American CEO, who?
Anyone.
They did have that conversation in the coat closet.
Actually, you know who would be good?
I don't know who would be good.
Shiv Roy.
Shiv Roy.
Yeah. They say she's Lucas Madsen's total puppet.
All right. All right.
That's what they say, huh?
You know what I've heard? That she's,
Oh. It is out, huh?
Yeah. It's probably Roman. He probably like fucking tweeted it on the bus.
Can you intro?
I can do fucking anything. My dad just died.
Okay, he's here.
Okay, I guess I get what she means. This is her dad's funeral. I can do anything I want in here.
Yeah.
You want me to go talk to someone? I'll introduce people.
Yeah.
I can do anything. What are you gonna say? They're at my dad's funeral.
Yeah.
At first I was like, what the hell does that mean?
Carrie. She's Carrie, isn't it?
Aww.
This is my brother and my friend who's a lawyer, so I thought that there might be an issue in terms of entry or something.
She brought a lawyer in case she couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Sally Ann. Caroline.
Are they all?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think so.
Come and meet Marsha.
Oh God. She's introducing all of them together.
Jerry was with him
Sally
at
Ann
one
was
point
my
too, right?
Carrie, so to speak. So,
Sally Ann was my Carrie.
At least he won't grind his teeth tonight.
Aww.
I mean, to be fair, she made her rich.
I kinda like that.
Yeah.
I'll get there as fast as I can and tell them it was me.
Tell him it was. He's so cloying for her. I love it.
Sadly, that means that there's a wheel free on the casket. You're down a wheel, man.
Peter could take a wheel.
What? Well, yes, certainly. Do you need a spare pair?
No, Peter.
Yes.
No. So his brother. Greg. Who else is a
Yeah, his
pallbearer?
brother, his nephew, Frank, Carl. I don't know.
There's another one, huh?
Yeah, that might be like one of the ushers or something. That like guides people how to do it correctly or something. Because I didn't recognize him.
You know, pews in churches is pretty recent.
Yeah.
They never had pews back in the day.
They stood?
Yep.
Please be seated for a word from those who knew and loved Logan best.
Oh, I thought he was not.
I'm going to speak.
Yep, that was a great job.
What do you want me to do?
Tackle him.
I'm gonna take his legs out.
Take his legs.
All right. Last. What's he gonna say about his brother?
What sort of people would stop a brother speaking for the sake of a share price?
Damn, good start. Good start.
Oh, yeah.
They told us children that if we spoke or coughed or moved an inch, that the U-boats would catch the vibrations through the hull and we would die in the drink right there in the hold. There's a little sob story. Our little sister, she was a baby, but she was there by then.
He never talked about his sister.
No.
He always believed that he brought home the polio with him. Our aunt and uncle certainly did nothing to disabuse him of that notion. They let it lie with him. He has wrought the most terrible things. Godspeed, my brother, and God bless.
Yeah.
All right, Roman, you're up.
Follow that.
Good, I might hit on Marsha on the way up.
Oh, he is so uncomfortable. He's half-assing his uncomfortable jokes.
Good hard take that you gave.
Man, he is such a suck-up. He's such a suck-up. Man, all of his confidence is gone.
This is Logan Roy 2.0, right?
1 second.
So embarrassing.
Oh, you still haven't spoken.
My father, Logan,
He's really good at this.
Go back. The cringe.
Man, this goes on for a really long time, Eric.
I can't do that. I actually can't do that. I can't. I tried to say it. Just take a breath.
It's okay.
Damn. Go ahead, Kyle. You got this.
How can I care about him and hate him at the same time?
I know. It's sad. He's a broken man who does stupid stuff because he's broken.
Yeah.
His father broke him.
I know. But that is the relationship, though. That's why it's so fucked and twisted.
All right, Kendall.
I'm gonna try to just stand in for my brother.
So he's gonna read his
notes.
Just talk, man.
Yeah.
Things that he made. And the money. Yeah. And I say amen to that.
My father.
This is a hell of a thing to wing.
Mm-hmm.
He'd come out and he'd yell at us to be quiet. And this silence! Goodbye, my dear world of a father.
Please stand.
Damn, they really didn't let Connor say anything.
Nope. Said it's too long. Too risky to
Shorten
say.
it and say a couple things. But don't do it all.
So much easier to hate these people when I don't care about them.
Damn, now they gotta carry it. Damn, just on their shoulders?
Yep.
They're just walking like this.
Why
are you singing that song?
Because it's just on their shoulders. They're not holding on to it.
What?
He doesn't know the meme.
What are you talking about?
You don't know the dancing funeral meme? I know it sounds made up.
The dance of the funeral
But it's
meme?
not.
Dancing funeral meme.
Something wrong with you guys.
I like this. Just this piano.
I've seen dancing funerals. Down south they do that sometimes, like Louisiana. They have like parades and stuff. They have like funeral dancing, march things. It's great. It's like a celebration of life.
Ship floating a U.S. CEO to placate Mencken.
Yo, can we just not for today? How about after everyone's gone?
No, they gotta do it
Hugo.
today.
You did it today.
It's not for today, but you have to know this.
Now we're gonna talk in the car. So what are you doing with Mencken? A bus!
Thank you, Aaron.
I knew I was missing something, but I couldn't tell what it was.
Those collars never stay like that forever, man. They all worn, they stop staying up.
Look at that.
Gotta buy a new jacket like every month.
You got it on a deal.
Oh, man.
Was he in a bidding war with Stalin and Liberace?
Right?
It's fucking massive.
This is where he's gonna be buried?
Yeah.
Is it
The
from multiple? Is it
mausoleum.
from multiple people?
Cat food, Ozymandias.
It was $5 million all in.
5 mil? You're dead! Bury me in the ground in the backyard.
It's actually, yeah. Like,
That's the best eulogy they could have given him right here.
that's what
That
that's what
Logan
Connor
Roy.
should have said.
Yeah, I know. 5 mil. Good deal.
It's got to be for multiple people. It can't just be for one guy, right?
It
one guy.
looks
For one
like one
fucking guy.
You think
Him.
Logan would get for multiple?
Like the whole family, you know? Put my kids here.
You interested?
Oh, okay. So there are. Okay.
You can fit 3.
What, 3 on one side, 3 on the other? Or?
I was crazy for cryogenics, but yeah. I wouldn't say no to a top bunk.
Roman won't even come in.
Next time, pay for a wider door.
How bad was Dad?
He was a salty dog. He was. But he was a good egg.
Sad she had to go to them and ask.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. No, they can't speak bad about him at his funeral.
I want you to brief media on background.
Then I am the droid you are looking for.
Wow.
You'll be my dog. But the scraps from the table will be millions. Happy?
Woof, woof.
Man, Hugo is such a slime ball. He's so perfect.
Oh man, I bring him being Iggy or whoever it was from Super Mario Brothers into this so much too, because he
Yeah.
just listened to Bowser, you know? King Koopa.
You say the riots were still happening, right?
Yep. Right across the street.
Protests. I don't know if they're riots yet. It says about protests and like could or were getting violent.
How you doing, big man?
Yeah,
No.
How you doing yourself?
I got time on my hands, so.
You want to be a bodyguard again, or whatever it was he was?
Yeah.
What was he?
He was just.
No, I tell
He
you
was
what.
everything.
I don't love it.
No, I know. Me neither.
I don't love it. And he's just
Yeah.
stepping
He's
right into the shoes, isn't
collecting
he?
all of his dad's.
Yeah.
Big bad foreign tech and great American corporations.
Well, I've said all. I'll try to help.
Try to help. Yep.
Sir, Greg Hirsch.
There we go, Greg.
This guy knows me well.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Tom
Hey,
called it,
stupid.
and I relayed
off,
the
okay?
call. So,
Want to grab 5 just to,
no, it's copacetic. It's cool.
Mr. President,
Shiv,
if you care to follow me on your extraction team.
Excuse me.
No, we're just having a
Correct.
Everybody.
No.
I need you to find out where this goes and how it ends, okay?
Woof woof.
What was your philosophy exactly?
privacy pussy pasta.
Anarcho-capitalist Parmigiana.
So,
Parmigiana.
I love your audience.
Ohio?
Oh, all right. Good talk.
Have fun with Ohio.
Is that like a fucking code word?
Yeah, I don't know.
We should do that. How often do you say the word Ohio in Ohio? Do you say it very often?
Yeah.
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 Like,
Some, yeah.
I don't feel like I say the word Ohio very often.
What's that river over there? What street's next to it?
What street's next to it?
O-H!
Oh, damn.
We spell it here, baby.
Fucking loser.
Fuck you.
Hello, the happy couple.
Well done, you.
Well, if it wasn't such a total fucking disaster, it would be a dream come true.
I love how Tom switches. I love how plainly and quickly he switches. It's so good.
It's
Yes?
Oh, Mencken agreed?
We have an agreement. And,
Yeah,
you know,
so
he's gonna block
we don't
the deal.
have a lot of leverage at this point.
Yeah, you gave him what he wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell your dad, try to dad it.
Holy shit, dude. Jesus fucking Christ,
Yeah,
man.
but listen.
Like, take it easy. Fuck.
Where are we going?
To Mencken, probably.
No, it is circulating.
Roman's crying at the funeral.
I'm walking. Thank you. Thank you.
You gonna walk? In this stuff that's going on?
You better hope you don't get recognized, dude.
Oh boy. Roman. What's he doing?
Is he gonna start something?
I feel like he's going to. Or he wants to just watch the chaos. I don't know. Oh, what's he doing? Can't tell what's going on.
He's gonna get trampled.
Maybe he's after a fight. Maybe he's after. I don't know.
Shit, I'm the fool. Shit! Don't fucking touch me, you piece of shit!
You better move before they catch up with you.
His attitude dropped real quick.
Yeah.
He was so confident at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I know, right?
Going over a
His
speech, being like,
yeah.
"Oh, there's only gonna be one cherry on top of this, this Sunday or whatever."
And Frank was like, Like, what tasks has he had that he's really succeeded in? I feel like usually he fails, or his dad picked up the slack, or...
He did well at the amusement park training.
Wasn't that the other guy, though, with the idea?
It was the other guy.
He... Was it? I thought he came with the idea.
I thought the guy he partnered with came with the idea. And they just
did
well with it.
I'm looking for one.
I think they did well with it because they recognized who he was, too.
The rocket.
No.
He blew that up.
That blew up.
All right, well. He... Yeah, I don't think he's done anything. The only thing he succeeded in was jacking off out his window. On his window.
He fired those people. Wrongfully.
Yeah, say what you will about Logan. Logan did some shit. His kids haven't really done much. But feel entitled to it.
Yeah. And then fight each other for a bigger,
Where they could just
slightly,
they could just work
slightly bigger
together and
slice of
achieve so
pie.
much more
I
than
know.
all fighting over it individually and trying to screw the other people over.
They were so excited for their startup, and they seemed like they were doing great with it, but then like there was a chance. Like, ooh, we could stick one over on Dad.
The Pierce thing happened, and then everything shifted.
Yep.
Dude, everyone got to talk but Connor. His brother talked. 3 of his 4 kids attempted, like even if Roman couldn't do it, he was still given a chance to go up there and talk.
Yeah.
And then Ken did, and after Ken was done, Shiv went up there and talked anyway, and they would not let Connor go.
I know. They kept having this feeling of like, that can't be all. There is more to say. But none of them could find the words.
Well, yeah, none of them wanted to say what
there
they were feeling.
There are no words to describe Logan Roy appropriate for church.
Yeah. I mean, even
I thought his
if
brother
they
did the
could,
best.
even if they could say the words that they want to say, like, there's still that tremendous guilt. Like, some superhuman feeling like, oh, if he hears me talk bad about him, he's gonna, like, come back from the dead and, like, ruin my life or some shit. Like, that fear that he instilled in them.
Yeah.
Was that the most of the story with the sister we got, where you're talking about he felt that he brought polio back to his sister?
Yeah.
And that's what he believed?
That's the
So I remember
most we
some
got.
stuff about his sister before, but I don't remember that story really.
We just know that he would refuse to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? We just didn't know the details, but the idea that he blamed himself, and then that probably just fueled his ambition from that point on.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of ambition.
And a lot of fuel, too.
Yeah.
So this Mencken thing seems to be coming back to bite him.
Yeah.
He had the I'll try to help, and before it was like, yeah, I'll block that deal for you.
100%, yeah.
In order to reveal what they did for Mencken, they'd have to say, "Oh, but we're criminals.
Yeah,
we did wrong things
Sure.
to do it."
They just
So
say,
I mean,
like, yeah.
he's gonna call their bluff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing I think they could do is say like, "Oh, actually, we're gonna do a what's it called when news outlets like rescind a piece of news that they stated. Like, we're going to do a recall or whatever on this. Like, we actually, like, called too early.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna call it this other way now.
Sure, yeah.
And, like, if it's close enough, then maybe there's some leeway there. I don't know.
Maybe.
You do.
At least pending those court cases.
I mean, for them, what they should do, I guess in that case, is be like, we are firing Tom. Tom made a call too early.
Yeah.
We do not agree with the outcome that he went with. We should not have called what we did.
There was too much interference and personal bias in the judgment call.
Yeah.
Which.
But that makes me feel so bad for Tom. But
yeah, I mean.
But also, like, I don't know. None of them are innocent with all this stuff. I don't know. Maybe some are less innocent or more guilty than others, but they all keep putting their hands in the cookie jars and trying to get whatever they can. And
I love the term they use, the money changers in the temple.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be that hallowed ground where you don't do those things, but that's where they do those things.
They're all in here talking to people. Roman's talking to Frank about the cherry on the cake. Shiv's talking to Mattson about the deal and the CEO thing. They're all trying to get to Mencken and talk about stuff. Like, Hugo keeps talking and telling Ken what's going on. Like the idea of, like, let's just let today be today. Let's just do this. But there's still all these little dealings on the side happening.
I suppose that's probably the best eulogy you could give, Logan. that stuff was happening. Man, that was so funny when they had all the ladies, Logan's ladies, sit together.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I did too.
I did too.
They it was like a support group.
Yeah. I like that, like, his first wife, like, getting Carrie, bringing her over, grabbing the other girl where it's like, this was
Sally.
my Carrie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then getting all four of them to sit there. And then, like, they all having that thing where it's like, at least he won't grind his teeth tonight. And all of them kind of smiled or snickered because they all knew what she meant. And they could all relate over that, which is like, this man did this. As much as all of them believe that, you know, they
were
loved
special
him
or
and they're
something like
special,
that.
whatever
Yeah.
the case was, you know, whatever it is, like, they all had their moment with him. And it's not necessarily to blame each of them necessarily.
Sure.
Like, by the time Carrie came in, like, there was, what is it, Marisha? Is that right? Marsha.
Yeah.
Her, like, she was, shopping endlessly at that point, you know? Like, there's this weird, I don't know, wiggle room of, like, well, yeah, he's married, but, like, they're just making it look, you know, like it's a thing.
Well, he had pissed her off a long time before that, too.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't want to be around you anymore.
Mm-hmm. Even her reaching over and grabbing her hand.
I feel like Marsha is the most emotionally mature person in this entire TV show.
Yeah, I don't know. Frank and Carl.
I don't know that they are.
I don't know. Like, the way they were like, yeah, tell them what they want to hear, right? Right. I don't know.
A salty dog, but a good egg.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
The U-boat story was interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 3 nights, 2 days, where they just had to be quiet and fearful for their lives
and talk with their eyes.
4 and 5 years old. Yeah. I really enjoyed the brothers' eulogy.
It was really good.
The most honest one.
Yeah.
Roman was being honest. You know, like in his, he's like, oh, I pre-grieved and all that stuff. He hasn't.
No.
Dude, his thing there when Frank's like, you okay, son? He's like, I pre-grieved, and I'm not your son.
Yeah. Yeah. You're my dad. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like he always has something to prove, but then he has these moments happen. And then it's the recording that they're all listening to, and that's out there.
Yeah.
Now he's just wandering the streets, randomly attacking people that he sees as beneath him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not randomly. He's just targeting the people who are protesting the stuff he's done. In a way, right?
Sure. I get what you mean.
Like, he's not literally, he didn't attack those police officers or anybody. It was the people all in that protest area. Calling them all idiots. Because of what he's done. Like, I think he didn't like Ken telling him he fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked it, but it's okay.
Yeah. So he's going to be like, you guys don't understand, you're idiots. Fuck you.
Like,
why are you mad about this? You're
the problem.
If you guys weren't mad about this, there wouldn't be an issue with this. But it's you. It's your fault. Like, I think he's trying to find blame and push it to these people. And that's what he's viewing as the problem. But there's no... He just doesn't want to confront that he makes mistakes
Yeah.
or that he's wrong with anything.
Dad 2.0, right?
That's what he wants to be, but
Yeah.
he's not, and he has never been. Dude, the thing with Jess, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Ken, I think, is the closest to Logan sometimes.
Well, he certainly behaves the most like him, I think.
That thing there,
I think they all have a piece of him.
Sure.
Like, the more I watch it, the more I feel like they have an equal piece of him. They just have different pieces of him. But they also have his weaknesses. They just don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah,
They don't have like, he actually grew up through strife and, like, you know, dealt with real adversity. They never really had to do that.
Well,
Because of what he did to them, you know.
They each have all of his weaknesses and only a portion of his strengths.
I hated Jess being like, we'll just deal with that another day. And then they go through it all, and he's like, bring it up today.
Real great timing, Jess.
Oh my God, dude! Like the acting in this show is top tier because, like, I don't even when that's happening, I'm not going like, "Wow, what a good performance." I'm like, "I hate you," you know. It's just so visceral. I just want to slap him so hard, get a reality check. Like he said, his ex-wife and his children are afraid. He's like, no. He's not like offering any. He's just saying they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, and they were afraid
He's saying that they're
before this
ridiculous.
happened. Before there were protests, before there was the election,
Yeah.
there was already stuff happening. And
Yeah.
now they're feeling like there's even more of a danger, and we don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about?
And he's going to take custody.
Yeah, he doesn't need custody.
No, he doesn't.
He had to find a time in the schedule to schedule a lawyer to come
Talk
and
about yeah.
getting custody, you know?
But he doesn't have time scheduled for his kids.
Like the bunny thing.
Yeah.
Then he called his assistant, I don't know if it was Jess or who it was, but whoever it was at the time that was watching and being like, give the bunny whatever you want. It's like, why'd you give the bunny that much? You know, like, oh,
Yeah.
It's just so frustrating.
Yep.
I mean, everyone going over to Mencken trying to, like, get a little piece.
Yeah, that was so sickening.
Yeah.
And Ken trying to talk and, hey, I'm great. How's it going? You know, I was there. I was pulling for you.
Tom
I
called
didn't
it.
make the call, but the guy who made the call told me to call.
It's like, this guy knows me really well. He didn't say, like, Ken likes me or, like, we work well together or anything like that. He knows me.
He knows me.
Yeah.
Connor coming over trying to get his
His appointment.
Slovenia or whatever,
Slovenia,
wherever it was he was
Slovakia.
going.
Well, do you think next episode has a winner, or you know, I feel like we're close to the successor.
Mattson Shiv, I think, is the best option.
Yeah.
I think.
Roman seems the least, other than Connor, I guess.
Well,
I don't think Connor was ever a real
candidate
candidate,
for it.
but
yeah,
it makes me think like Roman might come back just because he's so underdog going into it. But
I don't think he has anything to offer.
I don't
think
think he does either. But
I think
don't
that's
know if
why
any
when
of them
Frank
do.
was being told about the cherry on the cake kind of thing, he was like, and he's like, okay, fine, fuck you,
Yeah.
Frank, you know, and he walked away. He's
Yeah.
like, Frank's like, you got nothing.
Frank knew him from before the show even started. Like, he was his babysitter, basically.
Yeah.
And he has always resented Frank for that.
Yeah.
Because Frank sees what he is. You know, he sees what he's capable of.
Yeah, I think Logan's like, I don't trust him to do stuff on his own, so you got to watch him.
Yeah.
And I still don't think that he can really. He can relate to people sometimes, and he has some like charisma, but he's not good at making deals and really getting in there and closing things out.
Yeah.
Or he may also just believe anything too. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, Mencken told me this. We're good. And he just goes full
Well,
forward
yeah.
to that. He doesn't look at any other options.
Like, he
just-
did the
that's
same
what it
thing
is.
with Mattson the first time. Is like, he got a yes, and he was like, okay, Dad, yeah, the deal's done.
Yeah.
It's like, it sussed. I did it. It was me.
Yeah.
You know? But then, like, talking again to him is like, well, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. It's like, but I said the deal was done.
So I don't know. I'd say Mattson and Shiv. I don't know. I don't know who else to do.
If Ken actually swings it and tries to, like, reverse the buyout on Gojo, then I would say, I don't know. I feel like he already has that plan in motion now, and whatever Shiv and Mattson do with Mencken, I don't think that will stop it necessarily.
If Ken was willing to take his own stances, but he's not, and he's willing to push any blame off on anybody else.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, he never takes a stance. He lets something else decide what his stance should be. Like, he wouldn't choose between, like, Ken and Roman, between what they were doing. I think Roman was in the wrong and didn't really have a good answer and didn't look at any other outcomes. I think Shiv was at least being a little bit more level-headed with it, even if she did have some kind of like her own agenda as to why. But you couldn't trust what Mencken was saying either. Yeah. And then Ken just didn't want to make a choice until he was pushed to the point of Shiv's been lying to us, so I'm not going to side with you.
Yeah.
And
he saw the betrayal as more than enough evidence
Yeah.
to side against it and not like take any of its points on merit.
Yeah. Even if he has his family with this stuff, you know, whatever it is, like he didn't make his own decision. He let her lie make his decision. And I feel like that's kind of what he does a lot. Is he doesn't really he'll kind of push a thing and then he'll sway so much. Yeah. It's like the performance thing he was gonna do, and then he let it sway him, you know, or he tries to go big, and then his birthday he hated his birthday because of what all happened. Like there's just
they all try to like emulate Logan's confidence, and I think Roman is the closest I think that can actually achieve it, but none of them have it 100%. I do think Ken's best move was Hugo. There's something about Hugo. I mean, I love the actor, but like that's a guy that does get stuff done, and he seems a little more hungry than anybody else that's in the background. I feel like
he's the fucking snake on a plane.
But we also know that he has a thing going on with his wife or daughter, or what was it on the phone?
Hugo?
Yeah.
Was it his niece or something?
I can't remember
his
exactly.
niece was like trading and like somehow got like 100% growth in like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess the only weakness I can see going in why he might not be able to work out for Kendall super well.
I think that kind of hunger is what Kendall can use.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. I think it was his best move.
If he keeps under the table full enough, then he doesn't have to go behind his back and get those scraps.
Grabbing his half brother, you know, to be a bodyguard.
Colin, not Colin. Was it Colin?
Yes, it's Colin.
Yeah.
Not Connor.
Not Connor.
Colin.
Yeah.
Not his half brother. I was joking.
But I feel like everybody else when they
that's why I was pointing at him when he was like walking up to him, was like, no,
yes,
no,
you don't know. We have another episode. It could happen. But I did like that. Like, I appreciated that the Hugo conversation was the only time like it felt like he was being honest with or any of them were being honest with somebody. Like Roman and Shiv both kind of like they're manipulating people, but I feel like he was really honest with Hugo, and Hugo responded.
Well, Hugo always feels like he comes over and talks to Ken.
Yeah.
He gives Ken information. And I don't feel like he does that with Roman or Shiv.
No, yeah.
Because he will get the scraps, but they will be millions.
Woof, woof.
Woof.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what he's got. Shiv's got Madsen. But Madsen's got bad numbers. But they're buried by Mencken, so...
What does Roman have right now?
I don't think he has anything.
Like, he just has Kendall, right?
He doesn't. He used to have Jerry. He's ruined that. Frank's not with him.
Yeah.
Carl's not with him.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think any of the old guard are with him at all. That was with Logan. You know, any of the board people.
That's why I'm
he's
like,
lost his siblings now. Shiv doesn't.
He doesn't
care
have
for
Mencken
him.
either.
Ken's turning on him.
If I was doing fantasy football, I wouldn't pick him. But because this is a narrative story, like I want to go with the underdog. I feel like he's the least likely to succeed, which makes me think he's going to succeed the most.
Then pick Greg.
I don't think Greg's the option. I want him to be.
So are you thinking Ken?
I don't know. We haven't seen, like, that is the piece of the three puzzles that has not moved the longest, right? We've seen this puzzle piece move and we've seen this puzzle piece move, but we haven't seen this one, like, how far it's gotten while we weren't looking, you know? So I don't know. It could be next episode and he's like, oh yeah, we got the, you know, 45 billion or whatever we need to buy Gojo or whatever, and then
I don't know.
Blindside everybody.
I think Shiv has. I think she's got family issues, like the stuff with her baby Tom, like all that stuff is just chaos. But I think a lot of her business sense and her political senses are decent compared to the other two. She has some stances she wants, you know.
Yeah.
I like her hair.
Yeah.
That's not.
What? What? I mean, it's better than Ken's.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Succession with us. We got one more. You can go to blindwave.com and check it out right now. And also, we always have other shows. What will succeed Succession? You'll find out next week. Ooh, I don't know.